Pat the dentist, what's up, man?
Going on, man? How are you?
Good, good, good. Let me get this thing going.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me? Can you hear me good?
yeah, you're great.
Perfect. Like I said, I got to cement a crown like in the middle, so it's up to you if we want to like keep going after that or what the game plan is.
Yeah, dude. No, no. Let's just do a short one today. I think we could do a couple things. I want to know more about your course. I want to know about the diet. I want to know about exercise. I want to touch on a bunch of things, man. It's good to finally touch base.
Yeah, dude, for real. It really is, man.
Yeah. So,
Um,
so what's going on? Let's. Well, first, wait, because you sometimes you put up that tweet. I'm really getting into Twitter, by the way. You put up that tweet where it's like, "Did you work out yet today?" So did you?
it actually, I was up pretty early because I typically get up at like, I don't know, 4:45 between then and like 5:15. But we had like a massive storm last night, this morning, and it woke me up at like 4. So I was like, forget it. Like,
Yeah.
it's time to get rocking and rolling, start life.
And a late day today, huh?
Kind of. We had some treatment start at the very end of the day. And I mean, sometimes you got to do it. And I got a dinner with some implant reps from Neodent tonight. So it'll
Mm.
be but worth it.
Gonna be a long night. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
the last patient, I hope?
Yeah. Last patient.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, not so bad.
How are
Good.
you, though?
Good. Just started third year. What this last month? 3 out of 4. I'm not doing the 6, just the 4.
Okay.
It's
You're
different.
almost,
I don't know. Trying to make some more time to make more content again, learning Twitter like we talked about all the time, you know?
it's a crazy platform, man. They're about to start integrating payments. And I don't know how familiar you are with what they plan on doing going forward, but they essentially want that to be like WeChat. And everybody buys Tesla, everybody's into SpaceX. I don't see how this is going to fail.
Exactly, exactly. That's everyone's kind of looking at it with like the traditional mentality where it's like, I don't really go on Twitter to do stuff. I get it. And I never went on Twitter either, right? I've had one since what, like 2008, right? Like since high school, middle school. But it's like, it's not about what it was. It's free speech now, which is literally the biggest thing, right? That's really all that matters. But then it's the future of Twitter where it's like, no, 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 this is going to explode. Just give it time, but like, just go on it once in a while, you know?
And I think people like you and I and other people who've been involved in it for a while and people who are kind of starting to make that shift right now, I think we're the ones who are kind of planting the seeds and spreading our roots. And a lot of people are going to come in a little late when it's a lot more difficult to kind of monetize on it if that is your eventual plan, right? You see a lot of creators now who have kind of started to spend a little bit more time on it because they see what's happening. So it's exciting stuff.
It is exciting stuff. I also like, I could be wrong. What I took from the monetization of Twitter, what they're doing is like when people scroll through I don't know if I'll ever get there. I haven't looked at how many followers you have. I mean, I'm a ways off, but from what I picked up was like if people are scrolling through your tweets, the advertisements that pop up there, those payments are what goes through. It's not like TikTok or Instagram necessarily where to monetize, you need like direct views, you need to monetize someone else's brand and they pay you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting. I think the first payments went out like last month. So I'm curious to see how things kind of roll out in the next couple months. And I think there's going to be a lot of tweaking going on. And then obviously with the presidential election,
Mm.
uh, Twitter is going to definitely have its opportunity to shine. And I think that's really when they're going to capitalize and take a huge market share from just every other company. I think more so TikTok than anything is who should be worried. I think Instagram is always going to kind of have its spot, and I don't think they should really worry too much about it. But pay creators the way that they need to be paid. But I think TikTok is where is the one that's gonna lose out.
That'll be cool to see. That will be. TikTok that's such an interesting thing. I mean, just the skepticism between like, is the United States going to ban it? It's never going to happen. I know you think it's going to. I don't think it will happen. At least not in this presidential time. You know what I mean? It could in the future, but I don't know.
We'll see. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
I want that.
Believe it or not, I am too. I am too, believe it or not. But yeah, let's how much time do you have, by the way?
Um, Probably about like 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, all right. All right. That's great. That's great. That's perfect. Let's go into diet real quick if you're cool with it.
Yeah,
Um, so you're having a lot of bull testicles. How are your testicles now? They're pretty girthy.
of course, man. That's what happens. Yeah, man. I made the switch. God, like beginning of last year is just a lot of like realizations in life, like where I'm going, what my plan is for the future, and you kind of realize like now's the time to kind of make the changes that you need to make. And the big thing that drives everything is your health, you know, diet being the biggest thing. And so always kind of heard about like liver and all these other different types of organs. And I said, you know what, forget it. Let's do it. Let's just go full force. And big changes kind of came about, lost a lot of weight, 24 pounds, give or take, in a short period because you start to eat right and eliminate a lot of crap. And at the end of the day, like, let's be real, like, I still eat like crap from time to time. But if my diet was 80% crap, now I'll say maybe it's about 30%, which was enough to make these big, huge changes. And then when you start eating these organs, they're multivitamins and they're the most bioavailable form of anything that we can eat, and meat, animal products, things like that. And so that's kind of uh, been the biggest thing for me. And I noticed if I don't eat liver or certain things like that, I feel a little bit slower throughout the rest of the day. And it's kind of like people missing their cup of coffee. Like you're just
Mhm.
not feeling as good as you are if you're eating the things that you need to eat. So I'm the biggest believer because of that. And then obviously testing and lab tests that I do periodically, like my blood pressure has gone down. Obviously weight has gone down, but then I do like a full blood panel with like testosterone and all these different hormones and minerals as well that I test, and they are just incrementally increasing, and it's pretty amazing to see that type of stuff.
That is amazing, man. Now, I have a couple questions about this. So first of all right, even before that, how many days a week are you eating liver?
Every morning.
The morning you're having liver for breakfast?
Exactly, dude. It's like a cup of coffee. Like I'll eat chicken liver in the morning, alongside my smoothie. And I mean, if I don't eat that, I don't feel as energized. I get hungrier, I get more tired, a little bit faster than I typically would if I do eat that. And it kind of just sets the tone for the day. It really does.
How are you cooking liver for like a breakfast meal?
I boil it like about every week and a half or so. I just boil it, collect the broth, and that's kind of the stuff I drink throughout the week. And then everything else is kind of frozen. I just microwave it in the morning and have my smoothie, and I'm pretty much good to go.
You don't put it in the smoothie. It's like smoothie and okay.
Smoothie and liver, yeah, and both as well. And that kind of depends. Sometimes butchers will not have any, and so you can't eat it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Sometimes, like it's in high demand. People are starting to wake up to the reality of the carnivore diet. I mean, people like Carnivore MD really kind of spearheaded it, and people who are understanding, I feel, as to what is going on in the world and the corruption and the lies, you see are the ones who go down that route with diet first,
Mm.
then the sheep, quote unquote, if you want to call them that, because they realize everything else is a lie. So why would the foods that we are being told to eat not be a lie as well?
Mm. Right, right. So
So
chicken liver, beef liver, right? What are
uh,
the other? Yeah.
just I don't really eat beef liver too much. It's too much. It's too hard to prepare. It takes more time. And honestly, it doesn't taste as good as chicken. And but I mean, the chicken you get everything you need anyways.
So chicken liver. What did you say? One other one?
Uh, I'll eat chicken hearts from time to time
Mm.
and bull testicles. I try to eat that every single day.
Okay, so chicken liver. That can't be hard to find. Well, I'm going to take a look. So
Honestly, go to Whole Foods and they're gonna have it. They're gonna have a lot of this stuff at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Okay, there is one in the area. Good. I'm gonna check that out. My other problem though has been, so I don't cook. I do not cook. One is time, and then two, I don't know how to cook. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I asked my girlfriend, can you kind of help me like try to figure out how to make liver? She said, I don't know. She's like, but my mom will know. So I went to mommy, and then mommy, do you think you can like make liver or show me how to make like figure it out? And she's like, no, I have no idea. So now I'm like, I gotta ask you, how like what would be an easy way to prepare it? You said you broil
Just
it.
yeah, just get a pot, dump the whole bucket in from like Whole Foods, 35 minutes, and you are good to go at that point.
And do you put seasoning in it? Does that come after? I don't know. I have no idea.
And I don't put anything, but I know some people they'll put salt on it or like ghee, butter, different things like that. But I don't think you need anything, at least for chicken liver.
Really? All right. All right. I mean, I guess it's that easy. This is pretty good. This is good news. And
It is,
it's not expensive, right?
oh, dude, it's literally the cheapest thing ever. It's like $5 for like a bucket, and I mean, what you're getting out of that $5 is unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and that lasts for like a week, week and a half.
That's huge. That's huge.
So again, try it out. I'm telling you, your life is going to change. You're gonna feel different. Uh, you're gonna hit the gym harder. You're gonna sleep better. Everything.
Hmm. 8:30. I might go try and find some Whole Foods after this. Also, last question on diet. I've been thinking about asking you for a while now. Bull testicles, chicken liver. What are another one or two things you'd recommend? I'm going to start with just liver, but I just figured, let's throw it in there.
Raw milk. I drink
Mm,
that. I put that in my smoothie. That's an absolute must. I haven't had it for like 3 weeks because my dealer, because it's illegal in Nevada, so I gotta. Oops, I don't know if I can say that on this, but some states it's illegal. In Nevada, it is illegal. So somebody from Utah comes and drops it off about every 3 weeks. And the last two times I've been out of town, and I'm like, God dang! And my friend that gets some too was out of town as well. So I'm so pumped because this Friday I'm going to get some. And it's the same thing like liver, man. I'm telling you, you notice a huge difference in your life when you don't drink it.
mm,
So I tell people like you got to start off slow with that because it's completely different bacterial composition. So you have to start off slow with that. Like get a glass of milk or a glass of water and just put like a tablespoon in, and about 3 to 4 days later you can do a full glass at a time. But same thing, energy levels through the roof, and if I'm not having that in the morning, I notice the difference. It's like pretty remarkable how much that difference is.
interesting. Wow. And I'm lactose intolerant. I've been meaning to ask you about you. Like you said, you put a teaspoon in, then maybe two teaspoons, and you slowly work your way up.
So most people that are lactose intolerant, they can have raw milk because the issue with the pasteurized milk is the lactase enzyme is destroyed during the pasteurization process. So you still have lactose in the pasteurized milk. That's not the case in raw milk.
Hmm.
So very many people can have raw milk who are lactose intolerant. And if not, then goat milk you'll be able to drink.
Oh,
Yeah, it's wild.
yeah. I haven't looked into this at all. Huh.
It's been the biggest game changer of my life, man. It's why I am in the positions that I'm at today is because of obviously the goals I've set for myself, for my business and side projects I'm working on. But you need energy,
Mm.
you need it. And to achieve those goals that you set for yourself is very, very tough to do if you're not on point with your sleep and exercise and diet. And I mean, those have been kind of the biggest things for me.
100%. I've noticed that as well. Like the sleep, the diet, exercise has been huge. I can't harp on those things enough either.
You're
Yeah.
Swole Patrol, man. You're the swole. You got that.
No, 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 no. Dude, I don't even lift much weight anymore. I can't afford a gym membership right now. I have little fitness center in my basement. They only have dumbbells up to 50. There's a pull-up bar, there's one treadmill, but I figured out a way. I mean, you know this, you do higher reps with that lower weight. I'll do like 20, 16, 12. I only do 6 sets altogether, 6 supersets. And I
Yeah.
do squat thrusts holding dumbbells in between, you know, this and then
Yeah.
this shoulder press. I do 12, 10, 8, 12, 10, 8 in between those 6 sets. And that's actually changed my overall strength. I bet with the testosterone you're getting from liver and the health, you know, liver, bull testicles, and the milk, I bet that would pair really well with these exercises. Actually,
You,
I
you
think about
have, it absolutely would. It's a game changer, man. Absolute game changer. And I don't get it. Like, what is it with oral surgeons? Uh, they're all tall and all buff.
it.
Like, rarely, very rarely do I see someone who isn't both. Like, and if you're not tall, you're gonna be buff, and if you're not buff, you're gonna at least be tall. Like, rarely, like, just a lack of all of that.
I've seen some interesting things with that too. It's pretty funny. I'm seeing a lot more girls in the northeastern area too. Um, Many of them tall. Also, actually, it's a funny point. Yeah,
Was an oral surgery.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a surgeon thing. That's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. So actually, how's the practice going? Because you're what 3, 4 years in now at your
So
spot. 4 years.
2 years actually. So I've been working for 4 years. Bought this 2 years ago in last July. So we kind of, my plan, my hope was we were going to hit profitability kind of right around 2 years because there's a lot of changes. I mean, it was an old practice, a failing practice, but we hit it about what 4 months. So 4 months before the second year mark. So we're a little bit of ahead schedule. So I was pretty pumped about that. And we've been having profitable months every single month. Every now and then you still have a month where uh, you need to, where it's just not. But overall, now the practice is in profitability, and we've been doing that for about the last 4 months. So it's pretty wild.
That's huge. Congrats. 4 months. You're 4 months ahead of schedule.
Yeah, pumped about that. So it's good. Just
Now,
hired an it. She's starting this Friday actually, so I'm gonna have her here for about 2 days a week and just have her learn and grow. And she was a hygienist before dental school, so I think it's gonna be a lot easier. For about 5 years she was, so I think it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of transition her, at least in terms of how to talk to patients and things like that. So
oh, absolutely. Hygienist, 5 years. She's got experience in the real world. How'd you find that? That's a gem.
I don't know, man. Just somebody in that went to UNLV. I know we had been kind of following each other on Instagram and kind of chatted like in the past, and somebody reached out, and it happened to be her, and I was like, yeah, let's do the interview, let's do all that, and got the ball rolling pretty quick on that, and so I'm excited to see how this plays out, but
And
it should be good.
at your office? And how many days a week are you there? And is it just the one office building?
Yeah, just the one. I'm here 5 days a week. She is going to be here 2 days a week, and my goal is to kind of start ramping her up where I can kind of ramp myself down to about 4 days a week, every other week, or something like that.
All
Have
right.
some three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Down to three, of course, of course. Let's segue into the course. Okay. How has that right? Let's get right into it. How has that changed the profitability? Has that tied into you reaching the profitability mark 4 months early?
Interesting. Yes and no. And what I mean by that is because I kind of decided back in like January, February, around that time that I'm going to do a course, right? And I'm
Why?
li-
Why?
passive income, man. That's what it is. It's all passive income because at the end of the day, like we need to have another source of income, and Wi-Fi money is kind of the thing. And to be completely honest, I've obviously I do the whole crypto stuff. Like that's awesome. It's been very lucrative for me, but like I need other stuff as well. And so I have like my subscription stuff on Instagram, and yeah, cool, brings in like close to $1,000 because of all the subscribers a month, right? I've been shadow banned. So that really kind of, until Elon Musk bought Twitter, that's when my shadow ban on Instagram went away because
Okay.
right? And so then it started to kind of creep back up because I was kind of about like four or 500 at like the peak of my shadow ban. And now it's kind of creeping back up. So different streams of income, right? And once I really get into Twitter, I'm like, I fall into, which you probably see, like the bow tie accounts, right? And the bow tie bull, and they're all talking about like Wi-Fi money. And I'm like, I have a couple streams of that, but like, dude, I have to freaking do something else that's like even more consistent, right? And I go down that rabbit hole, and I'm like, I have a big following. I think I'm very good at teaching people uh, how to communicate with patients. Why not put a course together with something like that? And so I'm in the process of learning how to do that, but you have to understand marketing, right? So I'm teaching myself a lot about Facebook marketing and retargeting. And then I'm like, holy crap. Like, and I go on a tangent for like a good month trying to figure this out before I even really get into the nitty gritty of like putting the course together. And I'm like, wow, I got to do this for my practice because I do like marketing, but I didn't even realize the whole like retargeting and how specific I can get with that. So I
Mm.
guess going down the route of putting the course together forced me to learn efficient marketing, which I immediately put the course on the sideline and went full head on steam with like the marketing for my practice and setting everything up with that. And I ended up getting rid of the marketing team that I was paying money for because I've become more effective. And I'm going to put a course out for that in the future because I was paying, which was a friend, right? Somebody I've known for a while. And so luckily, and they have one of the best marketing companies out there for like dentistry, like medical spas, things like that. So she's giving me a discount, $3,000 a month for the running of the landing page and 1,500 for like the actual ads, right? And it was helping. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm bringing in more money and more patients into my practice because of that. But then I do my deep dive, and I'm like, holy crap, dude! I already have a website for the page, like for the business. So why am I going to pay somebody $1,500 if I've already kind of cracked the code by tweaking everything around? So quite honestly, I've upped my ad spend. I basically used about the equivalent of $3,000 that I was putting into their stuff on my own
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so we've increased our profitability and what we're bringing in from the marketing with probably about $2,500. So we're bringing in more a month with about $500 less because I've just figured out
Yeah.
the code. I
Yeah.
think I want to finish this with you, man. I got to go cement this crown. Can we hop back on for like
Uh,
15 unless you got to run, or we do it a different day?
can we pick it up again next week? Because you got to go. I got to start getting ready for tomorrow.
Let's do it. Next
This,
week's
this
gonna be.
is this is a
I don't
good
have
point, man. Multiple episodes. It gives your courses exposure. I want to learn something here and there too. No, this is good stuff. I wanted to make this more of like a right, right.
All right, man. I gotta go cement this crown right now. I guess same time next week, and we'll just chat in the middle of the week.
Which today Wednesday. Can we try for Tuesday?
I get off a lot later on Tuesdays, so I can do it if you're willing to stay up. But I'll shoot you a message.
Let's
And
we'll do Wednesday. I'll put in the calendar.
all right, see you, man.
All right, man.